Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Garden a Little. My name is Seema and I'm so glad that you are able to tune in, join me on this amazing afternoon. I just watered my garden. I was just gonna go in, get ready for tomorrow. But when I was watering, I saw some of my strawberries were red, and you know what that means. I gotta pick them. Now, I was doing a short and a little bit of a video on Instagram, here on YouTube, and some on TikTok as well, picking your strawberries, the importance of it. Now, strawberries are so delicious, but so little of us enjoy it because birds, pests, slugs, whatever you call it, get them before we do. Now, this is the secret that I've learned through my 2.5 years of gardening with strawberries, is you gotta pick them early. For example, there's nothing wrong with picking a strawberry that's a little bit white like this because you actually get it. Not a bird, not a rat, not a chicken, nothing but you. One thing that I don't like to do is actually wait until they are overripe. So this is just right. If I waited another day, this would have been probably eaten up by a slug. And if one slug gets it, the whole entire patch is given away to their society. They call a meeting to all the pests and they say, there's a strawberry patch here, come on over. So you do not want to get any overripe strawberries, or else it's like a signaling cascade to the rest of the population of pests and birds that, hey, there's a strawberry patch here. So you want to make sure to pick them early, or, you know, right on time. Got a bad one here. Let's give it to our ladies. They go crazy for him. We got a couple of handfuls of strawberries here, and they are looking delicious and great. I also picked a few bunches of kale for my smoothie for tomorrow. Garlic is getting there. Soon enough, it will be ready to harvest. To harvest the garlics, you really want to get 2 or 3 of the down leaves, lower leaves to die. That means that the energy is no longer being pumped to the bulb, and it's ready to harvest. So I am waiting for these. They should be ready about July, maybe even late June, because they're already starting to die off. So I'm super excited about it. Here in this bed, I actually removed the radishes here. I harvested the rest of them. And then my cucumbers are actually starting to finally wake up and grow. So I'm super happy about that. Got a couple of there as well. Dill, collards. I think I'm going to rip these out because pests have found them. As you can tell, the leaves are getting eaten. The golden radishes I also harvested. I left a few for seed. My milkweeds here are growing, although they're a little bit on a struggle bus right now. This is a weed. Hopefully, they start just being alive a little bit more. These peas will just not give up. I am still harvesting them. There are some snap peas and I don't know the other kind here. Oh, snow peas, that's what they're called. But I absolutely love it. It has been getting up into the 80s, so it is slowly starting to die off because peas and snow peas do not like hot weather, which makes sense. So I will be ripping this out pretty soon. Now, unfortunately, I really wanted these guys to be already climbing up, but I think with peas there's just too much competition with the soil and the sun, so they really didn't take off. And so I ended up pulling these peas out, hopefully giving these melons and spaghetti squash some time to mature and start climbing up there. We are just filling up our harvest basket today. Some of this kale will go into my salad, and so are these peas. Speaking of salad, let's get some lettuce. This lettuce has been doing amazing, outstanding. I will definitely be starting lettuce indoors from now on rather than directly sowing them because as you know, I do have another patch of lettuce right over here, and they are just now starting to pop up and grow, and it's almost the time of weather for them to bolt because it's getting almost too hot for them. So yes, they did come up and yes, they did grow, but it's almost too late. So I'm going to try to harvest as much as I can because it is nice and young, but definitely not getting out of this as much as I have with the started lettuce here. And the leaves are so tender, guys. I cannot explain. They are so delicious, so good. Love the freshness. Look at that. Oh, forgot another pea. You always want to make sure that you're harvesting regularly because if you don't, literally the plants want to produce seed and then they die. All plants, all they want to do is basically reproduce. The more you pick, the more it will stay alive. Now, there are limits to how long the plant can stay alive. For example, snow peas, snap peas, they die automatically when the temperature reaches like 90s consistently. They just cannot withhold it. And so that's by design. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, if you let them just mature, if I have never picked a pea and it matured, even if the temperatures are ideal, it will start dying off because it produced its offspring. Its job is done. It's time to die. And so the more you pick, the more it will produce until that threshold is hit. My corn bed is doing amazing, guys. Look at this. This corn is about 3 feet tall already. I am so glad to see it. Now I got a couple of flowers, I got them from Garden of Life. Sent me some local variety of plants, flowers specifically for bees and pollinators. These have really pretty blue flowers. Honestly, at one point I wanted to get rid of them because they were just like a lot. And I tried to rip both of them out, but look, they came back with a force. And I know bees love them and hummingbirds, so I'm just going to leave them be. But look at this corn patch. I am so stoked. Now on this end, I have a random something growing. Like last year, I grew spaghetti squash here, and I think it might be that, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. There's only one of those kind of plants. The rest are just corn. Now I thought maybe in this corner, because this corn didn't come up, I could plant some flowers. Maybe I still will. I don't know. Maybe some basil. I don't know. Now I do have a couple of something's coming up, like melon looking things, because look at these seeds, and I don't know if they are melon seeds, if they are just bird seeds that dropped in here, but I left them be because I'm just curious, and I have this space, so let's see, monitor what is going to be there. Now my peppers are finally starting to grow. Now I don't want them to flower because it's too early. They are too immature to flower, so I'm going to pinch off the flowers. I want them to start actually giving me some leaves rather than flowers. So every little flower I'm actually going to pinch off because I need them to focus on growing rather than producing fruit. Because again, once they produce fruit, they will start to die. So we want them to grow, mature, be healthy plants. Then once they big, then they can produce a ton of peppers, and then we'll be happy. Now, I haven't harvested a lot of beans. After that one time that I said I harvested beans, after that, nothing else is happening, but they are showing promise. There are some flowers, so I'm excited about that. Here are these zinnias, guys. Look at these monsters. They really just woke up after those couple of rain showers. Even the beginning of a flower. I cannot believe it. Look at that. I'm so excited because these zinnias are supposed to be like bicolor and striated. Amazing. I'm so excited. Now, there's one lupine that is looking promising that I might see a flower from. Maybe I am going to see a flower. That's super, actually very exciting because I have a lupine there and I planted a lupine here too. And I planted a bunch, but those are the ones that survived. So we'll see what they will do. Ideally, what I wanted for these things to do was to be flowers up front of my house, but a lot of the flowers inside of them died, so I just left them here. I might take them once they start being mature and just plant them in my tomato bed or my pepper bed, because my pepper bed is a joke this year. I am super stoked that my garden is doing so well. I love these evenings, spending it in the garden, watering, just being here. And if you heard me say anything, this is it. If you remember anything from this video, this is it. You gotta be present in your garden for your garden to flourish. You gotta be a gardener, because if you just let it be, eventually things will start dying. If things die, it attracts pests. If pests come, it's really hard to get rid of them, especially if you're trying to do it organically. So I want to encourage you to be present, to be a present gardener, and I hope that I'm showing you that it's doable, because it doesn't take much. I am a busy person myself. I'm actually a local optometrist now, and this does take time, but it gives me so much peace. I'm also writing a sweet little guide about how to get started with gardening if you're new at this, or if you want a quick little read. So hit me up if you want one of those. Go garden a little, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Alrighty, let's go.